Looking at both these teams, who do you think is going to struggle the most? Like, in Prem in general, not just tonight, I mean, just in general. I've actually gone live. I'm going to have to come back to this. I'm going to have to come back to this question, Admirable.
That's a simple answer. Saints are going to struggle the most. Fenneks are genuine contenders.
Okay, then we'll come back to that. And welcome to Vinyl TV. You are watching the ETF2L Season 18 Week 1 Premiership fixture between Fenneks Esports, who are in red, and Saints in blue. Your casters for this evening are Admirable and Byte, and your streamer is Arie. Take us away on middle here, Admirable.
I'm watching Clar come in to jump up on his own crate with Kalari as well. Both soldiers playing very defensive, just spamming and trying to control that left-hand side, the red side. And it's Saints taking the initiative here. Smear trying to walk forward and spam as many pipes as he can in the direction of the Fenix combo. Skeege goes down, but so does Onkaya. Both medics down right now, but as the melee continues, it's going to end in favour of Saints for sure. Denny gets the last frag there, finishes off Clar. But Saints just taking the initiative there, bringing the fight right towards Fenneks, and Fenneks just sort of crumbled.
Yeah, it was really weird how it started, because they started off quite passive, didn't they, Fenneks? They were like, yeah, let's deal with whatever kamikaze comes along. It was only just one soldier, though, and they just failed to deal with him quick enough. And then that made Saints think, yeah, we'll push this, guys, we'll push. And that's what they did, and ended up with 2 scouts there on the squad. I'm just wondering, is Skeege going to be running crits? Because he does love his crits.
Onkaya is. Skeege is running normal Uber.
That's fair play. It's clever play there, I would say, as well, because he wants to gain an advantage. And you can clearly see Admirable here has a clear-cut 35% Uber, crit streak advantage. So they're going to have to push on the dot here. As you know, as soon as you've got 80%, you need to start making the move. Now the soldier will probably go in first to create a distraction, surely. Oh, it's not going to be enough! And there you can see, yeah, the routine of running with the crits didn't work out. It should have been the soldier first, making the space for the Demo Man. And unfortunately, the medic got caught out with that soldier play. It was lovely to see by Kalari there.
Yeah, they actually did have a distraction. Caps went in from the ramp room on the other side, but nobody was paying attention to the fact that Kalari was stood right in front of them, just spamming into that choke point. I mean, I know whenever you get crits on, it's so tempted to try and get the medic pick, but any frag is good right there. If they just shot their feet, killed Kalari and moved forward, it still would have been a win for them, but they tried to do too much there and they got punished. Look at Skeege coming through the garage here. He's bringing his whole team up top. He's got the Uber charge. He's just going to try and move right round any sort of defensive setup. If they drop down now, they might find Alba. He's taking a rocket. He has to back off a little bit. They've already lost Caps up there as well. Uber hasn't even been popped off yet. Skeege is going to hold on to this one as long as he can, but he drops. Oh my god. Byte, what was that?
Schoolboy error. Oh, he had all the time in the world. He could have just easily Ubered early. It wouldn't have made any difference. I think all he needed was the frags. And this is going to be a repush, and a mistake by Skeege has given Saints the initiative. But 2 scouts come in onto the medic, and they take down Onkaya, but they lose 4 players here. In fact, they may lose more. Soldiers on, he goes down. It's just Skeege on his own. He goes down as well. Oh dear, it's not looking good for Fenneks at the moment. This middle will be theirs, I think.
Look at that, an absolute wipe there, 6 down, and this is going to be shaking Fenneks' confidence a little bit. It's only like 4 minutes into the first map and they're already tripping up over their own feet a little bit. Skeege, just with a bit of hubris, I think there, he was like, I'm not going to Uber, I'm not going to Uber. Then he was dead. I know that feel, bro, but well, you know what they say, man. Pop it, don't drop it.
Drop it. Yeah, no, I've been in that stubborn situation where I think, oh, I shouldn't have to Uber, why? But the thing is, in that situation, he already had a clear advantage. He had no reason not to Uber early, because they didn't have it, for sure. And I'm pretty sure they would have calculated that out. And both medics are back on Uber, I believe, so it's just going to be a stalemate process now, spamming each other out.
Yeah, they're setting up here around middle. Saints taking the high ground. We've got those soldiers spamming all the entryways. Stickies on the door there into the ramp room. But look at this, at the same time, Kalari and Walters are making a play from the right hand side on the defender's perspective. They peek in and are immediately spotted, and they've backed out. Clara as well, trying to probe out the doorway here in the ramp room. They're looking for their entrance. Onkaya has his charge already. Skeege is just about to get his, and Smear is an option to go in here and try and force against Skeege with the drop again! What the hell is going on here?
Oh my god! Skeege is having a howler at the moment, handing it to Saints, the pressure of coming back to Prem. But GF18, I was about to comment on the sniper play, but you were busy commentating on that out there, so the fact that he gets the medic may help them pushing on to last, but they should really push, but they do get spawned, as Skeege has spawned, and the Doman's up against the heavy. He almost takes him down, but the Doman goes down, unfortunately. Will he go down? He does go down here, Admirable. It's 4 versus 4, but they have heals. The soldiers are both on the point. What can they do? What can Rip do? Nothing. And Skeege's drops has handed Saints around. Wow.
Oh wow, this is really one for the books here. I know these early rounds aren't always too impactful on the game. Teams have a lot of time to adapt and come back, but I am very pleased to see Saints get the first round on the board here on Granary.
You say that with such glee, it was beautiful.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, Skeege is definitely going to have to improve. Smear takes a massive hit there from Rib. As you know, Rib is one of the most experienced, if not the best player at Downline on Granary, as you know from history. And at the moment, Walters and Kalari go down, but so do 4 of Saints there, and it looks like Fenneks are coming back with a response. That scout destroys Klar. Wow, did you see that from Denia there, Admirable?
Yeah, now he's going on to Skeege. Gets him! Oh, and he's got more in the tank. Gets the frag on Rib. Now he's going to go toe-to-toe with GF18 underscore idiot. But he gets wingered down.
Oh my god, that was beautiful play. I should definitely be in the frag clips. And wow, from Denia there, making something happen there for his team. The fact that Skeege went down after means Onkaya has a clear advantage here. Is it crits he's running? Because he's already got 100% Admirable.
No, he's just sitting on the normal Uber. I think he must have ran away from middle. He couldn't have Uber that quickly. But right now, Fenix are on the midpoint and they are looking to contest. Rag comes in top with Onkaya. He's going to be popped off on. Walters is right behind the Uber medic and has managed to escape. Oh, he does make it out of middle. GF18's in onto Onkaya though, but immediately shut down by Denia. He's playing out of his skin right now. Great protection on his medic, but Skeege is trying to push dry here. He doesn't have Uber. This is a brave move, but they are actually intimidating the Saints out of the middle. The Saints don't know how to react to this. They're unsure. They should know that Skeege doesn't have it if they're paying attention to the timing here, and they have decided to stay in and fight, and that is the right call there, Byte.
Yeah, that is definitely the right call. Like you said, they didn't have it. It was a big risk, but the main thing for Skeege is Admirable is that he did stay alive, which means they will be able to hold second. And Saints need to be careful here. Just because they are up by player advantage, they need to be careful that Skeege will pop the Uber in front because they don't have it in time just yet. Onkaya is catching close though. Look at this. He needs to be careful. Onkaya going to get caught here. It's Uber versus Uber, and he Ubers in time. That was very lucky, but he does very well there to pop it off in time here, Admirable. It's Uber exchange. They need to get out here. This is bad news for both the demo and the medic. The demo man's overextending. That is bad play. And Smear goes down, but they take down Skeege here, Admirable. It's 3 versus 3 at the moment. The difference is they've got heals. 2 scouts being healed.
They're getting flanked though. GF18 is in the right hand yard, or he's now coming back onto the point. Could have flanked there, but Denia has already killed Klar. And it turns into a 3-on-2. Rib is super weak as well, only 30 health there.
Jesus Christ, just to look at the damage, Denia has done the most damage as a scout. Now there is something you don't see normally on the stats of this round so far. He has done 1,140 damage, and then Rib as the Delman with 1,123. That's how much he is on fire at the moment. Admirable.
He must be toggling. This kid's hacking. Nobody gives Saints any credit. They're just clowns, garbage, jokers. But here they are delivering right. With 8 minutes played. Oh, there's the Uber getting popped off. Onkaya has to pop to save himself in the Garys. Didn't want to catch another rocket, and he's going to bring his combo forward to try and shut down the door, but there are a couple of players behind, and they would be wise to deal with those.
They may lose too many here. They may lose too many. Depends. It's 3 versus 3. What are they going to do? The medic's in the wrong place. Oh, they're in trouble. Saints are in trouble now. Yeah.
Gift for Rib there.
Where do you think it went wrong there? Because they had a clear Uber advantage. All they needed to do was just push all the enemies out so they could cap second, because obviously they didn't have Uber in time. But now Skeege has a full Uber charge advantage. Do you think Denia will go sniper, or someone will go sniper here to pop the medic?
Yeah, you could do it. It's
there we go.
Common to try it. There's Alba actually in a snipe.
This could work if Skeege has calculated this. He will not want to drop another Uber, but he's going the correct side for sniper vision, and the Delman will be calling this for sure. Has he switched sides now? No, he hasn't. He's still coming left side.
Oh, and he's still in spawn. He's going to open the door soon. He's peeking. He sees Skeege. Oh, misses the shot. Immediately switches to scout. Alba had a shot and he missed it.
About to Uber a scout here surely for the quickest response in terms of damage and getting to the medic. They're going to need to juggle, which they are doing very well, but the scouts are doing damage. Rib comes in as well, and the medic manages to get out in time. And there's 2 scouts on last. This is bad news with the Delman. They're not going to be able to save this surely unless the medic can do something. It's always bad news when you get the saw out on last point. And yeah, there we can see Fenneks with a response there. Wow.
Yeah, that was a big ask for Onkaya. You asked earlier like what I think went wrong, and really whenever they were pushing through the garage they got forced by a soldier above, and I don't know man, they could have just killed that guy, but they chased ahead and they let their flank die. Like, they didn't really do much with their Uber. They could have got like one frag and played a bit passively off that, but we're on to another middle now. It's all reset here, Byte.
Yeah, the Ribber on the balcony at the moment. Again, just buying his time, still on good health, waiting for the heals. Smear goes down straight away, that is bad news, and they lose on Kaya as well. This is looking bad for Saints. They need to get a few more frags at the very least to try and stop second, but Dania goes down, their main asset at the moment in this match. Soldier jumps in onto the medic, does he get him? He does! Look at this, frag goes huge! Oh my god, what is happening here? It's just turned around.
Oh, only Rib left alive here. Cabs is only on 7 health though. And Rag is coming in on 77. Rib could do this. He's going to jump, steals the other kit. It's just about to spawn. He's on full health now, more or less, but he is slowly but surely chipping away on these soldiers.
Oh!
Jumps into Rag. He's going to clean up as well as fellow countrymen. He's just massacred those Swedes, man.
Yeah, they're just very smart there with the health packs, wasn't it? I think that was what really won it for him. He got the health pack, jumped to the other health pack, making sure that they couldn't get a decent amount of health to come back. They were already weak, and one sticky apiece took them out. And Rib showing off all his experience there and winning middle. Only middle though, nothing else really. Onkaya's running crits. No, Uber. He's running Uber, and Skeege is running Uber as well. So it's a bit of a stalemate situation here. Again.
Yeah. Rib could have been playing Quake there. You know, he controlled the Mega. Great map control from Rib on that mid fight, and it managed to clean things up, but a little bit of an Uber stalemate here. Interesting to see who wants to take the initiative. Ski seems like he wants to push exactly on 100. He's already gone 3. He's decided to go left, and he's just going to try and avoid the fight altogether. Oh, Onkaja Paul's behind him, so Skeech has the Uber advantage here, but he might have to sacrifice a few players for that force. There's Rib going to go down, but now Skeech is in deep behind him. They're going to draw players onto the point here, then pop the Uber. This is quite masterful the way it's worked out here. He does pop off just in the nick of time after the cap. They're going to try and get players onto last. There's 2 players there. Actually, it's just Denia. Caps is coming from behind. He might get the drop on this scout. Yes, he is going to be able to clean up GF18, but the Walters is still in there. Going to get on Kaya.
Gets on Kaya there with the last shot before he dies there. And I don't think they're going to be able to recap it. There is a soldier coming up top. Demo is up on last. And then Soldier jumping in, oh, what a shot by Caps! Clark gets destroyed, and so does Rib. What a shot by Clark, just saving the round there. They just lost the demo fresh here, Fenix. And if I was Saints, I would be pushing straight away here as soon as Onkaya spawns. But they need to be pushing right about now, maybe too little, too late though. I think they're just happy that they defended the point there. Wow.
Look at the setup from Fenneks. Walters on Sniper. They've got a heavy weapons guy as well in the form of GF18. No scouts here in this push, which is quite curious. Looks like they just want to turtle up for now though, as Saints again taking the initiative. They're coming in up top, but they found a 450 HP heavy bearing down on them. He's dropped down, he's trying to focus down Rag, but the heavy gets no frags. Rag cleans him up, and Smear is already controlling that left hand side, trying to push forward onto the point. There's a soldier in deep as well. I think that was Rag who gave away an Uber saw there to Skeege. So not an advantage.
Walters is sniping though, Walters is sniping, needs to be careful. Downman is on his own, but yep, Downman goes down for all his players. Killaris, they've actually Ubered because remember, Skee's got the slice, that's the problem. What can... Oh, the sniper goes down though. Oh, he got the slice, unfortunately. It doesn't count as a drop there. Unfortunately, he got the slice, but had no time to switch to it. And they are going to get one spawner in time. I don't think it's going to be enough. The Soldier V, other Soldier is on full health, but they've got heals. The Rag will go down, so does Caps here. It looks like it's going to be 2-1 to Fenix. I think the main thing for me, Admirable, pushing onto these middles, I think Smear has to stay alive. So far he died very early on that middle. He's being focused quite well. So...
yeah, I'd have to agree. Great play by GF18 right there at the end. Showing patience without running onto the point. Kited a lot of those rockets. Got a 3k right at the end there to steal that round, but now we see crits creep from Onkai onto this middle. Smear is slightly sore. He's going to take a little bit of damage there, but Rib is actually much weaker than Smear on this mid fight, and he has to stay out just a little bit for now. But Saint's in a bit more passively. Walters overextends, gets picked off by Alba. Now Kalari's trying to go in for the bomb, but totally whiffs his wall jump, and he's been cleaned up. But it turns into a 4-on-4 game here. But Onkai's crits is just coming in.
Needs to hit them. Needs to hit them. The medic's on his own. He does go down. Scout on the dome man here. Smear eventually does make it hard for Skeech to get out in time, but it may cost them because what can the scout do? He takes down one. Oh, unfortunately, yeah.
That crits.
That crits was not the best. Was
The
not the
worst
best.
crits I've ever seen. Those stickies were just so wayward, man. They were all over the place. What the hell was that? Not even close to hitting anyone.
Rib does not have the pain train here. I'd be very surprised if he gets this, even if he did have pain train, to be fair. And yeah, the soldier spawning. I think the positive thing out there for Saints, even if Smear did not succeed with the crits, is the fact that Skeege did go down, so the advantage isn't a lot here. And they're both running Uber. So I think Skeege will probably figure out that he's got a 10 to 15% advantage if he keeps on building it. So he may want to push on the dot here, and if they do, then Saints will be caught out here if they rush with 2 scouts.
Yeah, Skeed's a very technically proficient medic. He's going to have a pretty keen time on that. And I think he's trying to encourage his team to get in position so that they can push pretty much immediately. Right now he has 80%. They're going to move up to the high ground here. They're going to go round with Clar and Skeege from the top. Clar is already poking ahead. And they've just managed to get the point for free. They're bullying back their opposition. Now they have the charge. They've still got a 10% window here. That's about 4 seconds where they can get in and kill on Cash.
Oh.
They're going to be able to cover the distance. And Byte Uber gets popped off. Cash will get it. He's going to pop too. Clary's already down. This should be a hold here from Saints if it all goes according to plan.
Yeah, the problem is both soldiers got juggled very well up top by Smear, but Smear goes down again, not getting enough heals. Rib doing so much damage. Ribik's experience on Granary, literally just leading his team to success here. And this is definitely going to be a round to Fenix to make it 3-1. I can't see them defending this unless Denia and Caps come up with a miracle. And that miracle has been abolished, and it's 3-1 to Fenix.
Yeah, I think Saints needed to be more aware of the fact that Fenneks hadn't really overcommitted with that Uber. They'd gone in, forced and gotten out. And by the time Saints decided to push, Fenneks were pretty much healed up and ready to go, and they were just running into the meat grinder there. Just a little bit too overeager for my liking, but there's 13 minutes left on the clock here, Byte, as we go to the 5th middle.
Yeah, I think Smear has met his match with Rib. Rib is literally doing so well here, but it is his home map. So let's just take a look on middle here. Onkaya takes a rocket there to the face. And in fact, Saints come back with a comeback reply here. Admirable taking out 3 players so quickly. The medic's on his own and he goes down. Skeege does go down, so does Rib. It's just a soldier. What can he do? He's going to jump onto the medic.
Clar with the 3k. Clar in behind to block the point as they try and push ahead. Caps, Denny and Alba all go down to the rockets of Clar. He's now running around middle with the escape plan out. Meanwhile, the Cap is all the while being run down here, ×3 on the point, but Clar's in onto Smear. He's still full health. Clar is going to eat a pipe and join the rest of his team in the spawn queue. Actually, they've all just respawned. Clar won't be up for another 10 seconds, Byte.
Yeah, they will want to look for. They will want to push the yard here as soon as possible. And the reason I say that is I have to use the Uber early. That's the main thing. If I was on Kaya, I would be saying push left, but in fact they're going full throttle on the right hand side here. This could be a bit risky. They know they're there now, so they might just force it here, and that's what's happened. They need to get some frags here. They need to get something. And it looks like it's wavering away here, and I think Smear's overcommitted here. He's very lucky to get out there, and I'd be very surprised if they get this. They're still holding it, Fenix. They're trying to hold it, but Rib does go down. That is the key to their success, and unfortunately Walters and Rib go down, and Skeege almost has it.
The control point is being captured.
Oh, he's trying to kite them as best he can. He's on 100.
He does pop here. I'm just looking at this Admirable, just trying to see if they are going to try recontest this, and Smear does do some serious damage, but it does mean Onkaya does not need to rush this. He can just say, you know what, you can have the point. Smear, just don't die, that's the main thing. We have a heavy, use him. And remember, they don't have Uber just yet, but a heavy on that point is going to be so hard to take down, especially if Ribby is being focused, which he is. And yeah, they're in trouble here. They need to push now. If they want to take advantage of the Saints, they need to push now. They have a heavy. They have 40% advances. They need to get in quick and hard. And that is what they're trying to do. The soldier's on his own. He eventually goes down. They need to get another pick here, Admirable. The heavy, the demo, one of the two. They need to get one of them. Skeege goes down, though, Admirable. So all they need to do is worry about the heals. Demo's still up. This is it. This is what I'm talking about. The heavy and Demoman are going to be able to hold this because, well, none of them went down.
Oh, that surge from Onkaya into the minigun of the heavy weapons guy, GF18. Rag is going to bomb in and go for the point, but he ends up just trading there with GF18. Rib going to get credit for that frag, but he called it Byte. Fenneks have managed to hold on, and now they're putting a little bit of pressure onto the point. The fast spawns are coming in for Saints, though at the same time it's going to take a little bit of bravery for Fenneks to prevail here, but prevail they do. They're going to cap and then regroup with the respawn. A medic, there's a spy on the field, what?
What is Denier doing? Trying to go for the Down Man, who is very, very weak. Rib does go down. It's 4 versus 4. I don't think they're going to be told to scout in on the point. What can he do? He takes a rocket to the face. And Kaya goes down. This is all too messy for me, Admirable. I'm not sure what the deal is here. Oh my god. I think the big mistake, like I said, they needed to take one of the heavies down. The heavy or the Down Man would have been enough, but they didn't take either down. And now GF18 goes down. Smear's still in. This is very scrappy. They're still staying in here. I'm not quite sure what they're doing. The Down Man takes down Arie. And now Rib versus the soldier. Who is it? Oh, Rag, who's on 16 HP. Wow.
Yeah, both the Saint soldiers playing on super low health. Caps was 2 HP for about 20 seconds during that fight. Eventually died to a long-range spam rocket. But as the madness just ends here, the dust is settled, and Ski is sitting here with a massive Uber advantage. They've retaken control of CP2 and they're ready to push into 3. Are Saints prepared? Are they set up? They've got soldiers up top, stickies ready to go. You would be expecting Fenneks to have to pop here. Ski just trying to get in for free on the top side, but then decides to back off. He seems a little bit uncertain. I'm not sure what he's thinking.
Alright, they are losing the advantage here. Are they worried about back? I'm not sure what's happening here. Why are they taking their sweet, sweet time?
They probably just think that Kaya's close to getting Uber and they've decided to, it's not worth the risk, but if only they knew, if only they could see what we could see.
100%. Normally most medics would know that, but
you know, it was a really messy situation sometimes.
True,
You just lose track of things.
yeah, to be fair, they were pushing in one by one, weren't they, Saints? So that could have worked out in their advantage somehow, which is a very, very rare occurrence. But they do have the Uber now, and yeah, Saints. I mean, that has helped Saints, because if they lost another round, 4-1, I think on this map would have been too difficult to come back. But 3-1, there is still every opportunity to make it back here and at least make it to 3-all or 4-3 with 8 minutes and 23 seconds on the clock. Soldier jumps in to try and force the medic, but gets absolutely destroyed by GF18 and Walters combined. The meat shots coming in there, and now Saints will be saying, you know what, you can come in for free. Yeah, sure, go on in. While the sticky traps are laying on the left-hand side there.
Look at Fenneks, they were going to go ramp room, then they decided to rotate. They're going to come in left and just leave Demo Man and Pocket to control that other side. Arie airborne. He's down as low as 30. Skeege opts to pop to save him. I probably would have let him die right there and held on to the Uber, but he has popped on Kaya. As must have Ubered himself, or he's just come back in the field anyway. He's now building up his own Uber. It's neck and neck in terms of Uber, and Fenneks actually managed to take control of mid there. Well played.
Yeah, very well played. Unfortunately for Saints, they lost too many players without the Uber, and now you can see they're trying to push on the right hand side. They will be playing this very well. This is quite a nice structure by Fenneks, and they're trying to deal with just the soldier onto the medic. Can he get the medic in time? No, they can't. Sorry, Arie can, but they can't stop the soldier coming in, and now Saints are losing their composure here, Admirable. They've just lost 3, including Downman and the medic. I can't see them coming back from this, really. Skeege will be saying push from this. Yeah, this is a wipe. There we go.
Yeah, Arie with the timely bomb there, really kicking the door in, and now Saints after that first opening round that impressed us so much haven't been able to come up with a response in 4 rounds. Fenneks just running away with it.
Yeah, they started off well, Saints there on middle. They completely destroyed Fenneks on the middle, Saints, but then after that they just crumbled in the transitions. It's always often what we see, because the pace, obviously, Admirable, as you know, the pace in Premiership is quite different from any other level, and maybe it's just getting to them with the transitions of how to push and, you know, to sync it all together. And at the moment, Doman from Fenneks is just spamming those, spamming the balcony, but Rib actually does go down due to Rag kamikazing, and he back takes down Skeege. Oh my god, a 3-man takedown by Rag there, and now Doman needs help here. Will they help him? No, he goes down anyway, and it's just Walters. Walters is hiding behind. They know he's hiding behind. Here we go. He's been spotted. That was beautiful to see, and now they should be pushing here both heavies, which they are, but I don't think they can take on the Scout and Demo. It depends, because they don't have heals, remember. What will they do? Has Doman going to sticky aside? He is now. That's enough. He needs some help. Rib actually comes in and says, you know what, this is my point. And just that little sticky jump, Admirable, did you see it where he jumps over the stickies, was enough to put them off and say, yeah, you know what, we're going to defend this point.
Guess what? Onkaya knows that his team are in dire straits here. There's only 5 minutes left. He's decided to spawn with the Kritzkrieg Byte.
Is Smear going to deliver, though? Is Smear going to deliver? That is the question.
Doubt it.
Let's have a look. we've heard about Noman buckling under the pressure with crits. It's often quite an interesting topic, actually, how they...
Oh, he's popped. The first two stickies are no good. And Cloud jumps in, kills on Kaya there. Walters is going to come in and kill Smira as well. And Fenneks have just about managed to hold on here. It's just Skeege and Walters who managed to meet up.
We almost had it. Sorry, I just had to cut you off there because they almost have it, and Skeege will Uber, but he doesn't need to. Balls of steel, maybe not quite as Merlin's balls, but balls of steel nonetheless. And true to your word, Admirable, you were correct. The crits from Smear, he did not deliver. And unfortunately, I think the 3 stickies he had, he didn't hit anything. It just seems like it's rushed. You know, it just seems like he's, you know, airy-fairy. Just like chuck him out there, see if I get anything. As opposed to knowing where they are, getting ready when to crits, and make some room for him. It just doesn't seem smooth for me.
Yeah, he needs to focus. I'm sure the information is there if he just peeked or asked somebody like where the combo is, but he's clearly having a bit of stage fright here under the pressure to perform with the crit streak. Hasn't happened so far this map. Maybe the next map, Gullywash, will work out better for them, but right now Saints with a mammoth task here coming back. They need 4 rounds if they want to claim any points on this map, or 3 rounds to make it a draw actually. But right now they are 3 down. They're backing off towards their own second point. They have a charge in the bank though. It's a crit! And nobody dies. I don't think he even did any damage from that. Maybe got a soldier actually tagged down to 1 health, but no frags.
It's not working out for him. I think Onkaya should stick to Uber from now on. Not just because Smear is not having a good game with the crits. It's just not comfortable for him at the moment. The team comms are not. I'm pretty sure they're not optimum for him. I think what Saints need to do now obviously is forget this map and focus onto the Gullywash. This is obviously Rib's home match. I did mention it in the article, and I think it is a key factor in this game.
Oh, look at this. The Skeege Ubers, but already 3 of his players are down. This push isn't going too well for Fenneks. Skeege's going to fully commit to this though. He believes in the power of GF18. Skeege's now trying to go out in the pipe, but it's too late. Denny is going to hunt him down. GF18 does clean up Rag before Clara bombs in and kills himself. And GF18 will go down to the combo of Alba and Denia.
Did you see that? With Clara, who rocket jumps in and hits another rocket. Oh dear, that was priceless. Well done, Clara. Rib again out demoing Smear. Just too much. It's just too much for him. I don't know if he's rushing or just better sticky placement.
There. He didn't wait for a buff. Like, he had his medic with him, but he just sort of tried to jump ahead and then got caught out by Rib. But now, off the back of that demo pick, Fenneks look like they want to drop the hammer. They've come in and got 4 frags already. Just 2 players, 0 players on the field right now for Saints. 5-1 Byte, and it could be a full cap out here. 1 more round. It's map point for Fenneks.
Yeah, I think. I mean, fortunately, Saints they put up a good fight at the start, but the waterworks were open, and after that, it just got too difficult for them. Like I said, I hope they just reset and are able to, you know, calm themselves. Especially Smear. Smear needs to not rush, and like you said, I noticed that he didn't have a buff, unlike Rib, who did. Just needs to bide his time at the moment. And looking onto middle, it looks like Arie goes down here. So does Denia though. So it's 5 vs 5 soldier on the medic. There, I think it's Rag. Yeah, it is Rag. He takes down Walters in time. Scout soldier onto the point. He gets hurt quite a bit. Both soldiers trying to focus down. Oh, Rib with the double kill, sticky and grenade kill.
Just standing behind on Kaja, putting Ubersaw after Ubersaw into him. Does actually get the charge pop off, but he got that medic on medic frag as well. Impressive.
I think Skeege's comment just now, why weren't you trying? I think Saints a bit dejected probably right now, and just thinking, yeah, we'll, you know, cut our losses and just not worry about this map anymore. It is impossible to come back from this unless
calling him out here.
brutal one-on-ones here, and I think Fenneks will probably want to go for this Admirable and finish it off to make it look good on the scorecard. Ankaya goes head on. Unfortunately, Rib shows no mercy there and destroys him with some stickies, and now Skeege will just be saying, let's push in passive aggressive, and Dania goes down, so does Rag, and Skeege is just going to walk in slowly until he gets the charge, and he may not even need to use it over here, and it should be 6-1 in favour of Fenix.
Yeah, I mean, Saints sort of throwing that last round, fair enough, they were going to lose whatever, but they might be losing their focus here as we move towards the next map, but let's take a look at the logs, I guess, might see what story they tell us, if any.
While you look up the logs, just to let you know, you've been watching Vanilla TV. For the ETF2L Season 18 Week 1 Premiership fixture between Fenneks Esports and Saints. The first map has just been played, CP_Granary, which has just ended in favour of Fenneks 6-1 against Saints. Your casters for this evening have been Admirable and Byte, and director is Mr. Arie. We will, I think we'll be right back. We're just having a couple of advertisements and we'll be right back shortly.